Hello, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. Alright, let's not mess around. We'll jump right into it.
I'm gone.
Alright, well. So... Okay. Maybe... Maybe Kamasi might know how to use the rag? Yves? Do you know? Okay, same stuff.
I'm gone.
Where's Delora? Let's go to her chambers, actually. Maybe there. I have a feeling that I got the information somewhere, and I'm not remembering it. Okay. Maybe we gotta go back to Quell. And if that's not the, continuation, maybe we could ask him again what we already asked him, get the information as to where the portal itself would be. Or did he say that he didn't know, he only knew that it was a piece? I think that's what he said.
Done. I'm gone.
Can you tell me how to get to her maze? Blah, blah, blah. Understand all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All mazes have portals, blah, blah, blah. Lady fashions them. East rebel. No, nothing.
All right.
Man, okay. It just doesn't say what to do. Seeing how she's a child, Villa should be satisfied the requirements for the portal key to Ravel's maze. Okay. But it's not telling me how to open the portal or where it would be. Marissa, do you know? Okay, we're just gonna have to chew on this for a little bit and either let the information digest or come across it organically. So while I'm thinking of it, because this popped in my head, we've got a notebook from a linguist somewhere. Yeah, a linguist. And there's a guy. Let's go see if there's a linguist shop here. Let's see if we can give that to him. Gain a little more experience.
All right.
Or maybe accidentally stumble across where the portal is. You, sir, I have your journal. This short, scholarly man, a tight, nervous frown on his face, looks you up and down. Greetings, I am Finham. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, invited or otherwise, so unless you have business with me, I would ask that you leave. Well, I did have some questions. I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. I shall happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language, and the like. I can be of no help to you in other matters. Well, that sucks.
All right.
That's locked. Wow, not mad.
Right. Got it.
Done. Done.
Well, that did nothing, so I guess let's start using some of these items just so we have something. What, does putting it on the ground do anything? No? I'm so confused. Alright, let's use the whatever the hell this word is. This heavy dodecahedron is about the size of both your fists balled together. Yeah, anyway, examine it closely. We already read all that. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or some combination lock. It appears to be, as each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions, the dodecahedron has no less than 244,144,625 settings. It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all combinations. But then you might just get lucky and stumble onto a solution in minutes. Let's fiddle with it for a bit. As you methodically twist the cold gray facets of the docadron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once. And you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, you cannot recall. Keep working at it. In moments you have what might be the first four sides locked into their proper places. As you begin to twist the fifth side of the docadron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and several fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you made progress in unraveling the object's secret. Keep working at the docadron. After avoiding the docadron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the ninth side of the docadron, you suddenly remember a second trap. Jets of toxic gas would form, billowing a cloud of lethal corrosive vapor around a curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you nearly unlock the docadron. Keep going. You circumvent the docadron's poisonous gas trap and begin your work on the final facet positions. Just as you're unlocking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorcerous runes hidden within the docadron that would blast an unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the docadron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The docadron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realize that the docadron is a tome or journal of some sort. Oh my god, is this my journal? Until I learn to read this language, I might... Okay,
Updated my journal.
Shit! We're right outside that guy's house. I was able to open the trap decodron and found, and it appears to be some sort of tome or journal. I cannot decipher it. Perhaps there's a scholar or a linguist. Yep.
I'm gone.
Yep. Hell yes. Happy little accidents. I had some questions. Boom. He's already read. We've read this before. Unfold the docadron to a page with writing on it and ask if he can translate it. He takes the unfolded decadron in his hands and examines it closely. This language is a long dead one, known to virtually no one. I believe my father, a linguist like myself, knew this language and may have been the only man in Sigil at the time that could understand it. I recognize it from his notes, but I cannot translate it. Do you have those notes still? Finham shakes his head. They'll be of no use to you if you're looking to translate anything. And the few actual books he had pertaining to that language disappeared around the time of his murder, I believe. Your father was murdered? Finham nods. Strangled he was. He had left to tutor someone. He taught various languages to supplement his research income, and was discovered dead in a side chamber of the Civic Fest Hall. The killer was never found. This was perhaps 50 years ago now? I was but a child. He knew the language, though. Could he teach it? Surely he did and could, were he alive today. My father was said to be a great teacher. Finham sighed sadly. I have his skill with language, but not his patience for others, sadly. Is he interred at the mortuary?
Updated my journal.
Why, no. His ashes are kept here. He points to a bronze urn sitting atop a cabinet beside the bouquet of purple flowers. Why? A wry smile crosses Finham's lips. A necroscope, are you? Speak with the dead? He suddenly frowns. I have no wish to speak of these things any longer. You'll have to excuse me. Farewell. Okay, we're on to something here. I spoke to the linguist, Finham, about a strange writing on the unfolding Docadron I found. He says his father knew the dead language it was written in, but was strangled long ago by an unknown assailant. Father's ashes now reside within the urn. Perhaps there's some way to communicate. Yes, we have that ability. Right here.
Done.
Yeah, I see it. There is an urn atop a small cabinet, full of ashes and charred bits of bone. Etched into the base of the urn are the words Fin Andile, beloved husband, father, and scholar of 100 languages. Alright, use stories bones tell. The ashes seem to stir faintly as if moved by your breath. A faraway voice whispers from within the urn. Why? Why have I been summoned to these ashes, cold and gray as the heart of a hag? To answer some questions, spirit. Ask then, so that I might return to my most quiet thoughts. Describe to him the writing from the folding Docadron. Ask if he knows the language. Yes, I know that tongue. I was a linguist and scholar, you see. I was murdered. Murdered by a student of mine. Murdered so that I could not teach another the language that I taught him. The tongue of the Uyo it was, one of the rarest in the multiverse. I knew of none who spoke it, save myself and that one damnable murderous student. Can you help me learn this dead language? I could teach you this language, yes. It would please me to do so, in fact, if only to spite that bloody-handed student of long ago. First, tell me what languages do you speak? Learn what you can from the spirit. As the spirit speaks to you of the lost language of the Uyo, there is a throbbing sensation in your temples as the memory begins to surface. Memories of this language. You recall letters, words, phrases, until, like a spire wind blowing away the blanket of poisonous smog over the great foundry, the language is once more revealed to you in its entirety.
Updated my journal.
There is another memory, though, bubbling to the surface. A darker one. Its presence troubles you somehow, fills you with unease and unexplained pangs of guilt.
Updated my journal.
Allow the memory to surface. At last you recall Fin Andalai himself. You remember his gentle voice, his kind manner. Oh my god, are we the one who killed him? His kind manner, his schooling you in the ancient language of Uyo. You also remember your scarred, gnarled hand wrapped around his frail throat, crushing his larynx, and thus ensuring his secret contents of your journal, hidden in thrice trapped docadral puzzle box, and penned in an obscure language of the Uyo, would be forever safe from prying eyes. Oh, let's confess. We're playing a good playthrough. Then I must tell you, it was me who murdered you.
Updated my journal.
The spirit is silent for a time, the ashes rustling softly within their urn. When it speaks once more, its voice is full of sorrow. But why? And why have you come to me once more? Did you forget what you had been taught? No. Well, yes. It is difficult to explain, but it must have been a former self of mine that murdered you. Each time I die, I reawaken as if from a long sleep. But having forgotten everything, who I was or what I'd done, I think I understand. I sense your regret and would forgive you. May peace be with you, people of old. And may you provide kinder in this life than the one in which saw an end to mine. Thank you, Finn. Farewell. Oh man, that's kind of a twist. Okay, I confess to Finn and Dial. I keep saying these names in a different way. I don't know which one is right. That I had murdered him and explained to him why. He forgave me, which I am glad, and somehow I feel some small burden, but a burden nonetheless has been lifted. Alright, let's look at this. Go Quadrant, use it. Unfold it. And read it.
Updated my journal.
10,000. The tablet turns out to be a journal of sorts, one kept by some prior incantation of yourself. It would seem, and not an altogether sane one either. There are only a handful of completely coherent sections. Browse through it. Oh man. Dreams about Rebel. Oh man, this seems like it probably would be a good spot to pick up in the next one. We got a little bit of time. Let's read about Whispering Shadows. The Whispering Shadows are not the shadows moving. They are speaking, plotting, talking to each other. I can understand some of what they say. Read about the female ghost. The book tells me things, whispers things. It tells me to avoid the ghost girl, avoid her. I don't know her and she torments me. Okay, these are actually a lot shorter than I figured they would be. Read about something hiding within your own body. We already got that. I swallowed it, hoping to catch in my bowels. I can make someone remove it if I need to. Okay, so this is bits of information of certain things. Like, we already got that out. Paranoid ranting. I have learned that my life is not my own. I will not allow you to have my life. You will have to pull my life from my broken body if you want it. It's you who will die. If I cannot have it, neither will you. You are responsible for this treason of flesh. You will not live to live my life. I don't understand. Read about the accursed tattoos. The accursed tattoos will not leave my skin. I have tried to burn them off. I've tried to burn them off my skin. Failed. I tried to cloak myself, but I always feel that people are reading my flesh, reading me like a book. Whenever they look at me, I want to tear their eyes out, pluck them from their eye sockets, and crush them beneath my heel. Dreams about Ravel. Why can't I dream? I used the goblet of Semir to force a waking dream. I saw a hag. She tempted me, threatened me with shadows. I have never seen her, but she came when I dreamt. I must not dream again. I must always be aware. I destroyed the goblet. She says she is someone of power and that she will have me. She will find me. Get away, hag. Stay far from me. Leave me in peace. I want nothing to do with you. Continue reading this portion of the journal. Her voice reeked of evil's talons like spiders. They burrowed into my gray matter, and I need her out of my mind. Out, hag. She was a myth, a fairy tale, who alone challenged the Lady of Pain. How can one fight someone who is a myth? I don't have the weapons. I need the weapons that will kill her should she find me. I need a strategy so she cannot defeat me when she comes for me. I must devise, and I think I shall beat her. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have the weapons. I need weapons that will kill her. Okay. Read about the dangers of names. Fear names. Names have power and identity. Names can be used as weapons by others. They are a hook that can be used to track you, find you, hunt you across the plains. Remain nameless, and you shall be safe. Read about the killing in the fest hall. Jesus. I went to the fest hall looking for the path of my false self in its halls. So glaring was it that those I did not know, the false ones, welcomed me into their confidence, treated me as a friend, showed me my room, and attended to my needs. I had to restrain myself from launching out against them. That would have been premature. First, I needed to protect my identity. I found one who knew the exclusive language of Uyo, learned it as I could, then killed him. Then I went to the sensorium and prepared to end the matter. Soon. Read about the murder of one who tried to help you. There is nothing he can do. Memories are gone. He says never to return. He says / lies and tells me this is what he told me. Lies. He says my mind is weakening from every death. Lies. He sat there betraying my confidence with every turn. He says that only 3 more deaths, 3 more lives, and I will gain the benefit of keeping my memories. But that I, myself, will die when I die. Die. How can one be immortal and still die? He could not answer, so he was of no use. I butchered him so that no other incarnation will ever benefit from his uselessness. Seems foolish. Read a cryptic answer from an unknown source. So the ghastly heads said, "You have been divided. You are one of many men. One in many men. You bear many names. Each has left their scars on your flesh." Let's continue to read. Lost one, immortal one, incarnation's end, man of 1,000 deaths, the one doomed to life, restless one of many, the one whom life holds prisoner, bringer of shadows, the wounded one, misery bringer, Yemeth. Continue reading. You are a silvered glass that cracked and the pieces shattered across history. The only piece is of import. Only one piece is of import. Regain that and your life will be yours again. There will be a price. This price will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man. Your mortality has been stripped from you, lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Read about a legacy. A legacy, the note read, "Forget not to collect your legacy." A small code scratched beside it. 51-AA. A trap, no doubt, set by yet another of my false selves. I'll see it destroyed, I will.
I feel stronger.
Ooh, and we leveled. Alright, so we'll level up. Actually, let's do it right now. One character. Oh, baby, we got another characteristic point. Wisdom to 23. Alright, we will go ahead and end it. Oh, achievement. Yourself in your full glory. Advance to an attribute to a score of 25. Booyah! Alright, so, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.